All right, this is not a top 10 by any stretch of the imagination, but it is my most sought out fragrances for vacation. First up, Moschino's I Love Love. This one's gonna be like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for women. It's fresh, it's tart, it's citrusy, it's musky, it's fruity. I prefer this over Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue just because it's more accessible, suitable for fellas. Next up, Tiziana Terenzi's Veil is a vacation fragrance through and through. Passion fruit, musk, fruit. I've worn it several out of the country trips. It has a sweet, creamy, velvety thing to it that I really think more people should check out. Next up, Saucy Jasmine Whisk is a little bit like Curated by Tiziana Terenzi. So sexy, featuring a note of jasmine, passion fruit. It's one of those boozy, sweet, syrupy fragrances. This one is a banger. See, that dent is more than halfway gone. Gotta tell you how I'm rocking with it, right? Next up, Tommy Bahama Set Sail St. Bart's. This one is a clone of Virgin Island Water by Creed, Woods, Mojito. Most of the fragrances that I'm featuring today are ones that are gonna hang on in the high humidity and the heat. So this one is no exception. Lasts roughly about 5 or 6 hours in my experience. Then in there, Juliet Has a Gun. Anyway, this one is light floral. It's fresh. It's unisex. I think this is more popular amongst the ladies. I've not seen many of the fellas talk about this at all. However, that's what this fragrance channel centers around. Fragrances that are not as common. Let's get a little bit more variety in our fragrance collection. I rock with this house specifically because they put them together in such a way that I enjoy. This one is lighter on my skin. 10 sprays of clothes. We're all set. Next up, Banana Republic Neroli Woods is similar to Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino. Reminds me of vacationing in Italy. It has that fruity pebbles vibe with musk and some citrus. Such a sleek, sexy, clean fragrance that is an easy reach for me. I've not been wearing it as much because I've lost it. Yes, I lose fragrances from time to time in my collection and they got stuck in the bottom of my closet behind a bunch of other boxes. I thought I gave it away. When I rotated my fragrances from fall to spring, summer, found it again. Mancera Holidays. This is a heavy coconut and vanilla style fragrance. If you smell velvet vanilla, it's like this, but the velvet vanilla tends to be more sweet, where this one's just a more creamy, that suntan lotion tropical thing a lot of people are really touting. This is a newer bottle. It has the pressurized atomizer, no more the screw top, it's a magnetic cap. It's turning dark golden amber, and that is because it's a heavy vanilla. I don't really rock with a lot of vanillas, but Mancera Holidays changed my mind so much to the point that I gave my velvet vanilla away and opted to keep this. I originally thought it was more centered toward the holidays, aka Christmas, Thanksgiving. Holidays in the more Eurocentric parts of the world are talking about summer vacations. Next up, Montal's Aqua Palma. Montal's Aqua Palma is a citrus woody fragrance. If anything I had to compare it to, it's like Barbados Artisan. It's something of minty and medicinal that make it a standout. It has a bite, it's kind of crisp, it's clean, it's sexy, it's woodsy. So for that reason, I really believe it is pertinent for vacations. I would wear this wearing a white situation, boat shoe on a yacht. Next up, Juliet Has a Gun Sunny Side Up. Is a coconut citrus solar style type of fragrance, like suntan lotion. It too wears a light and it is so sexy. It has a bit of sweetness to it. It's very minimal, but it's just enough to let you know I ain't playing with you. It is one of those fragrances that reminds me of maxi dresses, big floppy sun hats, sandals, the French Riviera. It's one of those we get whiffs of it and wafts of it, and it has an air of sophistication. Next up, Mancera Wave Musk. Puts me in the mind of Aqua Amara by Bouquets. Salty, marine, aquatic, sour. Reminds me of summer days. I'm going to the DR soon. I'm taking this joint for sure. It is such a fresh and sexy fragrance. Let's be frank and honest. Let's be too today. It is the most collected fragrance house. I have about 40 some odd bottles. So I try to keep these lists evenly distributed, but with summer being my favorite season and Mancera being my most collected house, there are more fragrances that appear on this list than any other. So, Vibrant Vetiver Delight. Very close to Bal de Freak by Radon. You can even tell by the bottle. Amir ain't playing. Like, I've gotten so many compliments with this fragrance. I wore this on my birthday, and everybody loved this fragrance on me. The atomizer puts out a lot of juice. It's a little fruity, musky. Are you noticing a trend? The musk is ruling here. Slightly bitter and woody about it. Next up, Jean Paul Gaultier Le Beau Le Parfum. Coconut. Tonka is such a sexy fragrance. And out of that 4.2, you see that dent in there? I ain't playing. I'm gonna get you one spritz. That is enough to envelop a room. This right here is it's on the niche level stuff. If you've not experienced this one, it's currently sold out. So if you can't get yourself a sample, if you're willing to pay above retail, it's available. So get your shekels ready. Next up, Boadicea the Victorious Golden Aries. A beautiful floral. I think it's tuberose in here and jasmine. Indolic fragrance profiles. I think it's beautiful for a vacation with the atomizer. This one is very beautiful. And on top of that, it is a uncommon scent. I don't see many people talking about it. It is a more expensive, a premium of what fragrance, perfumery, and artistry in the niche is. I'll probably have this one in my collection from here on out. It's not very loud. It sits on the skin very nicely and projects reasonably. Understated, it's classy, it's chic. That's what I really like about Boadicea Golden Aries. Plus that presentation is beautiful. Next up, Mancera's Oud Orchid. Very aquatic. It's quote unquote sweet, but in the summer heat, you cannot tell on my skin. Put yourself in the mind of a Bahama Mama or Tequila Sunrise with woods and some beautiful florals. That's what Mancera Oud Orchid is going to give. Don't hear many people talking about it. Next up, Almaz by Kajal. The perfect tropical fruity fragrance. Look at that atomizer. Smells like a tropical slush. It took me by surprise. I was blown away. I didn't think I would have two Kajals. Especially, look at that presentation. Such a beautiful fragrance. It does not look like what it is. I was thinking something a little bit more bitter, green medicinal. No, it's a lot more sweet and a lot more tropical than I initially expected. It blew me away. Last but not least, we have Roja Oceania. My man JC had it on his channel and I was like, oh my God, the presentation is amazing. The fragrance is even better. It's becoming one of my favorites from the house, right up there with Burlington, right up there with Elysium. I love it for the simple fact, it's a true citrus aquatic. It has a bitter citrus opening with the woods. Straddles the line of an aromatic and a fougere all at the same time. If you have not experienced this one, get a sample of it before you commit full price. Don't be like me and just spend all your hard-earned money on full bottles and blind buying. But I knew I wanted this one. I knew I had to have it. And that's my vacation fragrance list. If you've gotten all the way to this point, please consider subscribing, like this content, share it, and come back. Turn on your notifications so you can be the first to know when I'm dropping a new video. I'm dropping fragrance-related videos at the beginning of the week, and I'm dropping travel and lifestyle videos toward the end of the week. Throughout the week itself for uploading, I'll give you a mix of everything that we do on this channel. I love it from the bottom of my heart, the top, the sides, all the way around. Pick it up, put a little love on the bottom, put it back down, put all of the love on top and around. And until next time, we out. Bye.